What does everybody want?
Money.
What does everybody need?
Money.
No, I'm going to be honest. I was like a very geeky kid. Back when I was a teenager, I totally did not get that reference at all.
No, you could have fooled me, bro. You could.
I had no idea what else I was talking about. I did not get the joke at all.
What joke? I had to step away for a second. The head thing?
What does everybody want? What does everybody need? Head? Yes.
Oh.
You're a sad little man. And by the way, I pushed record a while ago, and I'm definitely leaving this in.
Yeah.
This is called content. This is called content.
God. Oh boy, that was great. That was great. Alright, you boys ready? Are you ready?
Oh, yeah.
Well, welcome back to
I'm ready for this.
D&D Fatopia on the Gaming Alternative Media Entertainment YouTube channel. And we are joined again by Angus, played by Crunkman.
Yo.
Then we have Rich Dogmore, played by Chris Snider.
Hola.
And then, a guy you guys didn't get to hear from last time, we got the character of Horner Crux Connellier.
I hate it here.
Tyler. And, yeah, you guys have Erich, which will be voiced by me, but of course, he's his own person. Let's see. Okay. Yep, got everything ready. And we left off. You guys were in the middle of combat. The combat pertained to Rich, Angus, Erich,
My turn.
and Ogo. All three fighting some kobolds and some guards. Tyler, you had escaped from 6 of 7 because you killed one.
Yes.
And you made it to this corner over here by this government building you're heading to, and you hid in a bush.
Yes.
Right now we're in the middle of war, and you guys are trying to head to this government building because that's where you have seen the Kingsman guards, or at least Tyler has so far. The other 4 of you have not. And we left off with stopped in combat on Angus.
All right.
You were surrounded by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 enemies. 2 of them are kobolds, and the other 4 are guards.
Is what's his name still with me?
You have Rich, Erich, and Oko all with you.
Oko. Okay. All right.
And Oko is raging. I forgot to mention that. Which is you guys would know, but I'll fill in the fans listening. That's not good for the team. Oko raging essentially means he's gone berserk. He doesn't know who his friends are, doesn't know who his enemies are. He is right now in a danger state to the team.
Well, I'm definitely making sure I avoid him at all costs, or detour him to the enemies. But which one's the which one has of the people around us is injured the most?
see. You guys killed him.
I've been working on a kobold.
You guys killed him. He's down to 13. This one's down to 10. So one of the guards of the 4 guards left standing is injured the most.
All right, I'm going to go after that guard.
All right.
And I doubt I hit. I rolled a 9 with +2. Well, yeah, just a 9.
9 misses.
I was afraid of that. Whew. Well, I reckon that ends my turn.
Unless you
Oh, I got those hero points.
yes. Yeah, make sure you
Yeah,
guys
I
all
used,
write that down. You guys all have 2 hero points added to whatever hero points you had.
all right. Well, I used one of them.
That gives me 6 now.
I wrote an 18.
18 hits.
I'm using my Warhammer.
Okay.
Damage total of ooh 11 because I wrote an 8.
Okay, so 11 points of damage. How do you kill him?
Bash his head in.
All right, you guys watch as Angus grabs his is it a hammer?
Warhammer.
Yeah, your warhammer, and he just crushes the guy's skull and he falls to the ground. And the other 5 people look at him disturbed, but keep fighting. And let's see whose turn is it now. It's Erich's turn. Erich is attacking this kobold. Alright, so Erich tries to attack. 16 hits. He does 6 points of damage. You guys watch as Erich takes his swords and he cuts this dude real good. And he's still standing though. And now it's Oko's turn. Oko hits. Oko's damage is one of these bad boys. 4. But he gets to add 6, so 10 points of damage to him. And you guys watch as Oko raging attacks this guard and does significant damage. And then it's Rich's turn.
Okay. I had been attacking a kobold that was nearest to me, I believe.
He is down to. He's the one that just got attacked by Erich, so he's hurt significantly.
Okay, well, I'm going to try to finish him off.
Okay.
Down to 7 hits.
7 misses.
All right, I'm going to use my second action to try to hit
Okay.
him. 18.
18 hits.
7 damage.
7.
Yeah.
And how do you kill him?
I just chop right through his head.
All right. So Rich chops this one's head in half, right down the center, kind of like splitting a banana. Angus and Erich witness this. Oko's too deranged and crazy and focused on his opponent. Now we go back to Tyler. You're in this bush. You just burnt nipples for the second time. Oh no, not again! He's still crying. You look over and you can see your team fighting on this corner in front of the restaurant with now 1, 2, 3, 4 enemies.
Mm-hmm.
What is?
I stay hidden for now because I'm trying to stay as far away from Oko while he's enraged.
All right. Roll me a d20 and then let me know what that is. And let's see. Stealth.
You on now?
Yeah. And coming around the corner are those 3 guards, or sorry, 6 guards that Tyler had ran away from earlier. For my king and my country! They come around the corner. And what was your check, Tyler?
18 plus the 4 for stealth, so 22.
Alright. Alright. So 4 of them go join the fight with you guys.
Goody.
And the other 2 are now snooping around for a tiefling. And Angus, your turn.
All right. That dice is in dice jail. I rolled an 8.
Well, that misses.
I figured, yeah, I'm not gonna wait. I'm not gonna use another hero point right now.
Alright, we move on to Erich. Erich is going to try to attack the next Cobalt in order. Erich hits. Erich does very little damage. And Oko. Oko hits. Brings this guy down to a good chunk. And now the guards' turns. So I'm going to start with this guy. Miss. Rich, 9 don't hit, right?
No.
Okay. Miss. Angus, 13 hit.
No.
You guys might get lucky. 10 misses, Rich. And ooh, Erich just got hit with a nat 20. Go down. So Okay. Edge takes a really bad hit.
What is Eric's down to?
Hang on. $36. And the last guard's gonna try to hit you, Angus. 15.
No.
Alright. Now we're back to Rich.
Okay, I think I'm gonna try to take out one of the guards.
Okay.
I'll say the guard nearest to me, and
Do you want the one that's injured?
I don't guess any of them have any damage.
Okay. Yeah,
Oh,
that's
is there one injured?
Yeah, there's one currently injured.
Okay, I'll go after him then.
Just remember that by attacking him, he's also the one Oko's going after. So, you could end up being the next target of Oko. I don't know if I'm allowed to warn you that, but I just did.
I'm from Oko, so just give me an uninjured guard.
All right, go ahead.
Roll to 16.
16 hits.
Only 2 damage though.
All right.
I have another action though.
Yep.
Just in case I want to get my health back up to full, I'm gonna drink my health potion.
Okay.
How much does that give me?
Do you remember which one it was?
The red one for health.
I think it was a regular health potion, which gives you up to 1d6, it says.
Oh, so I have to roll a d6.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Got a 6.
All right. Hey, beneficial. All right. Tyler, there is 2 guards currently looking around for you. What's your choice of action?
They're with the king, correct?
What's up?
I said they're with the king, correct?
These 2 are part of the ones that you ditched when you ran this way.
Okay.
So no, they're not with the king. They're not Kingsmen. The Kingsmen were up at the council building that you may have burnt nipples twice.
Only may have.
At this point, he should be charred nipples.
So I'm where on the map right now?
You are over here in a bush.
And they are
They are over here.
okay. So I'm gonna see. I'm going to use my the G cantrip, I believe it is. Yeah, it is. And they're within 30 feet, right?
A little more.
Okay, never mind. That won't work then.
And using magic, you have a chance of being seen.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, since we're this is another session we've already Have we already healed, or are we still at where we're at?
If we didn't get a
we haven't
long
rested,
rest.
so we're right where we're
No,
at.
there's
Yeah.
no rest. You're at where you're at.
Okay. I was just making sure. Can I tell which way they're looking from where I am?
Yeah.
Which way would that be?
They're all faced inward, surrounding your friends. There are the two guys. You talking about the two guys near you, or them?
Yeah, the ones that are snooping around.
The ones that are snooping around. One is kind of looking like in where you're at, like in all the grasses and bushes, like you couldn't have gone too far. The other one is turned, facing like down the paths, trying to figure out which way you might have went.
Okay. So I'm gonna continue to hide just to see how close the guard gets that's looking for me.
All right, roll me a d20 stealth check. See if you can stay hidden.
It is a 13 plus 4, so 17.
I don't like the sound of that laugh.
Recharge. Warning.
It's never a good sign when the DM is quiet.
2d6 plus 3. 5, 6, 7, 8. So, Tyler, you're sitting there trying to hide. You think that you've not been seen, and then you get hit with a sword across your back, and you take 8 points of damage.
Jesus. Okay.
The other one is alerted that you're there now. He's gonna come running over. For my king and my country! He declares as he misses terribly. And let's see. Angus, your turn.
14.
And you're going after a guard or a kobold.
I'm gonna do something gutsy and attack the one ego, whatever his name is. The oracle.
Oh, you're gonna attack. You're gonna attack the guy on your side.
Yeah.
Okay.
As I'm doing this, though, I am going to tell him that all these guards and co-vaults are dogmores.
So you're getting his attention, and you're telling him that they're dogmores.
Every one of it, as I'm attacking me, these
Okay.
are dogmores.
Okay.
And I don't forget
Creative
what.
strategy. I like that.
So because this is so creative, I'm gonna use my power and make this a perception check as well. So roll your d20 with perception, or persuasion. I mean.
All right, let me.
I'll allow it.
I rolled a total of 17. Persuasion.
All right. Take the size of swipe you want to take at him, and you beat his DC. So you're gonna convince Oko that these guys are dogmores.
Yes. I'm assuming a 17 hits.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Damage of 10.
Okay. He takes half of that because he's raging.
No. That's to the injured guard.
Oh. I thought you were attacking Oko.
No. That's to the guard that we're both attempting to defeat.
Okay, all right. So you're fighting the guard, and then you were trying. Okay, well either way this works.
Yeah, as I'm
So,
fighting the guard, I'm telling him they're dog mowers.
all right, I thought you were attacking Oko.
No.
Okay, all right. Well, either way, Oko is now they're dog mowers, and he is now going after everyone inside even more, just yelling dog more at everybody. And that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
And now we're gonna go to Erich. Erich takes a swipe, hits. Erich. Where are you, buddy? Oh, you're right here. Okay. So he hits him with a. All right. Oko, who is now raging, and Angus. Unfortunately, you've come into his melee range, and he does a.
But hang on. Me convincing him that they are all dog mowers, wouldn't he recognize I'm not the enemy?
No, because he's raging, and he takes everyone as an enemy.
Oh, I thought that's what I was trying to do, convince him that I'm not
Oh,
the enemy.
you convinced him that they're Dogmores, but he thinks everyone's an enemy at the moment
Oh, my plan
because
backfired.
he's raging. So hang on. He does not go after you.
Okay.
He goes after the guy he was going after. He hits him and he kills the guard that you guys were just working on. And we'll come back to him to see if he goes on to the next guy or if he turns around and fights all you. All right. Well, now we start back at the top of all the enemies. You ready?
Yep.
Miss. 17 hit, Rich.
I think that is my
All right.
My,
you take half. Ready?
armor rating.
You take half of 7, so you take uh 4.
Okay.
And let's see, that was him. So now him. He's gonna go after Angus. 10 misses.
Yeah.
This guy's gonna go after Angus as well. 13 misses.
Yep.
These two over here going after Tyler. 14, Tyler.
Misses.
And 14 again misses. So now we're back over here. The Cobalt that's injured. 13 to Erich is his armor class, so he takes half. 6, 7, so he takes 4. Let's see. And Angus misses. Rich misses. Alright. Guards doing shit today. And Rich, your turn.
Okay. How many total enemies are surrounding us right now?
Surrounding you 4 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Okay, God. I'm gonna do something a little risky. I think since he stopped me from putting Oko to sleep, I'm going to try to put one of the guards to sleep.
Okay.
Give us one less enemy.
Okay.
I'm guessing a 10 fails.
Yeah.
That's going in dice jail. Okay. I'm just going to use my second action to try to attack the guard I was already attacking.
Okay.
12 hits, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah, 3 damage.
All right. Tyler.
I guess I'm already fighting these two guards that are over here.
Yep.
I use my bonus action to go ahead and say the word to ignite my sword,
Okay.
and I take an immediate cut at whichever one is closest.
We'll say the one right here. All right.
That is a 12 plus, what was it, 5, I think? Yeah, 12 plus 5 is 17.
Yep, that hits.
Then the original cut is 1d6 plus 2. 5 plus 2 is 7. And then burn damage, I think, is 2d6. It is 5 and 3, so 8 and 17, 15.
Let me double check that. Yep. You can use a bonus action to speak this magic sword's command, causing flames to from the blade. These flames shed bright 40-foot radius. Goddamn. Never noticed that. Well, the sword is ablaze. Yep, 2d6 damage to any target. I thought it did something else. Okay. I thought it had like an extra thing it did, but never mind. Um, that guy got hurt. Tyler's done. Angus, your turn.
Miss.
Oh damn.
I'm not even going to tell you what I wrote.
He just threw them dice across the room. I heard it. Um.
Yep.
um. Okay. Erich's
You?
turn. Let's see what
Are you
Erich.
playing the role of me today, Crunk?
Might be.
Rich came over to your house, stole your dice. Erich missed. Oko now does not have a target, so he has to roll to see who he attacks. You guys are getting lucky. He goes after the guard. Oko misses. And now it's the top of the guard's turns. Whoop whoop. All right, Tyler. What's your AC?
16.
16. Here we go. 12 misses. 17 hits.
Dang.
5, 6, 7. And now, Angus. He's attacking you. What's your AC?
18.
18. Miss. Miss. And Rich, what's your AC?
17.
Miss. Hit. 7 points of damage. This guy's gonna attack Erich. Misses, finally. This guy's gonna attack Oko. Miss. This guy's gonna attack Oko. Miss. Alright, back to the top. Rich.
Okay, I'm gonna keep working on the guard I've been working on.
Okay.
13 hits.
14 hits. I want you guys to be aware that you are now attacking the same guard as Oko.
Oh, I am?
Yes.
I've been doing that the whole time.
Yeah. Angus is like using Oko to his advantage and getting lucky. So I mean, good luck.
Okay, I'm going to attack. Changing my mind. I'm going to attack that cobalt then.
All right, so you're gonna help Erich.
And I rolled a 13. Does that still hit?
Just on.
Okay, so half damage.
Yep. So just tell me what full. I'll half it.
Rolled a 4.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to use my second action to attack again.
Okay.
Rolled a 10, so I missed.
You miss. All right, Tyler.
So I have a bonus action each turn, right?
Yep. Action, bonus action, movement. But the movement right now, why you guys aren't using it, is because if you move out of melee range, they all get an extra attack.
So my bonus action I could use as an extra attack, correct?
No.
Okay, I was just making sure.
No, the only reason Rich gets extra 2 attacks because he has several things to give him those, and actually he has other things that'll give him. He could have another action. He's got a ring that can give him another action once per day. He's got something in his class, an action surge, which foregoes his movement. And he's got he could literally attack so many times.
6 times.
Yeah, but that all has to do with his class. So, you're a tiefling rogue, right?
Druid.
Druid, yeah. You only get the bonus action movement.
Okay. So I'm going to use my poison spray cantrip and direct it at. I guess I can only direct it at one, even though they would both be within that 10-foot radius.
Just remember, you're also within that 10-foot radius.
Well, this would be emitting from me.
Yeah, but I think it can also hurt you.
I would have to make a Constitution saving throw on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do that anyway.
Okay.
So they would have to roll. I'm gonna direct it at the one that I already had damaged.
Okay.
So he has to make a Constitution saving throw of 14.
He misses.
Okay, so he takes 2d12. Give me a second to get those. 10 and 5, so another 15. And I guess I gotta make one too.
Yeah, you got to make one, and then that dude right next to him needs to make one. He misses. How much damage does he take? You said 15?
The first one took 15, yeah.
So does that go to all of them? Is that how that works? Or I don't think you have to roll damage more than once. Hang on.
I'm not sure.
I'm going.
I think it's just a once.
I'm pulling out the handbook. Yeah, you've played more than us. Is that's how you guys would do it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because it also that's the big thing about Dungeons and Dragons. It kind of goes off of how the DM wants to do it. There's a bunch of different ways it could be done, but I'm saying that you only have to roll once. So
Well,
15.
I rolled a 16 on my Constitution, so
So you saved. These guys did not.
plus I think what's my Constitution? I would have had a plus
What
3 on second throw anyway.
what else does that do? That does something else too, doesn't it? Can you read it?
Yeah, give me a second. You extend your hand towards a creature you can see within range and project a puff of noxious gas from your palm. Creature must succeed on a Constitution saving throw or take 1d12 poison damage, but since I'm a 5th level, it's 2d12.
Okay. So
So it
it's
doesn't.
just so it dissipates. It's not. It doesn't like stay around.
Yeah, it
Okay.
dissipates.
All right. All right. And actually, I think you wouldn't have had to take because you would have been facing it away from you from your palm.
Yeah,
I
that's why I was saying like it's
okay.
coming from.
When you said he emitted from you, I thought you meant like just everywhere. And so
No,
like
from my hand.
if you imagine like it coming out of your chest, like coming out of all your pores, like that would be something that would attack you
He
too.
farted.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
It
But
came
if
from
it's
my hand.
if it's coming out of his hand like he's
Like a spell, like
like a
obviously.
spell, it
Yeah.
does not affect him.
Yeah, there we go. All right, and that's the other thing. Like I'm a new DM, so I'm trying to figure this stuff out as we go as well.
But yeah, so they both take 15.
All right. So yeah, the one died. You watched him just kill over, and the other one is down on a knee. Um, that was Tyler's turn. That's everything you got, right?
Yep.
And well, actually, you could use your movement now without being attacked because they're uh essentially distracted. So if you wanted to, you could.
No, I'll stay where I'm at.
Okay. So Angus, your turn.
Ah. Oh,
I like that sound.
I don't either. I'm quickly running out of dice. I wrote a freaking 8.
8 does not hit a guard or a kobold, and I don't know who you were attacking, so
Hey,
I'm
it really
assuming
don't
the
make no
guard.
difference. It don't matter.
Yeah. All right. You miss. It's Erich's turn. Erich misses again. Poor guy. Oko's turn. Oko also misses.
Good God.
And now it's the guard's turn. The one guard's gonna use his action to stand up, Tyler, so he's not gonna fight you. These two have been going after Angus. 15 misses Angus.
Yes,
And 18 hits.
that just hits.
Alright, so you're gonna take 4 damage.
Alright.
And now we're on the 2 going after Rich. 15 misses. 16 misses. Cobalt going after Erich. Missed. Guard going after Oko. Missed. Jesus. Miss. Oh, well, that. Okay.
Everybody in battle is blind.
And everyone's just tired and swinging at everything, apparently. Rich, your turn.
Alright, I'm going to attack the cobalt. Blame it, only a 6. Bonus action, attack the cobalt.
Yeah.
I missed again.
So 2 misses from Rich. Tyler.
I'm gonna take a cut at that guard that just stood up since he's the last one there.
Okay.
Nat 20.
All right. Tell me how you kill him, because I know what all your damage is.
Stab him straight through the chest again,
You
just like the last.
you kill that last guard, and now you look around, you assess the situation. You look over. There's still the four king's knights trying to break in to the temple. They still have not gotten that door open. Then you look around. You notice that the dwarven army mixed with this half orc army mixed with some humans is winning. A lot of the guards are falling. You turn around to your team, and everyone is just totally missing each other. And no one's able to
Can
hit.
we see him where we are?
Yeah, he can see you. You can see him.
Can I
I'm
use?
shouting out,
Hang on!
Horcrux, we
Hang
need help!
on! Jeez, wait your turn. But can I use Cure Wounds as a 3rd level spell on myself?
Yeah, but how many spell slots do you get? So that uses a good chunk of them.
So according to the app, I get for 3rd level it shows 2 slots, but like if it was a 1st level, it has 4 slots.
Yeah. So I believe that you would have to scratch off just one of the 3rd level spell slots.
I guess that's how that would work.
Yep, I believe so. Let's see. You're a level 5.
Yeah.
Yep, you get 4 first level, 3 second level, 2 third levels. So check
Okay,
off.
so 1/3 level off.
Yep.
Okay, so that's that. That's 3d8 plus 3, so 5, 7, and 8, so 15, 20 plus 3, 23. So that puts me back up to 38. Okay, and I kind of look around and I see if like there's any other people native to the area that need help, since I can see that the rest of my team kind of has it in hand where they're at.
I don't think that's what I described, but
Do?
okay. I don't think that's what I described at all, but all right.
Well,
You look around, you don't see anyone that needs your assistance. Everyone, like I said, is winning their fights, except for your team that is missing every shot, and so are who they're facing. So. You dirty dog.
Okay, well, I slowly make my way over to where they're at as cautiously as I can, so to avoid being seen by Oko, so he doesn't try to attack me.
Okay, so you make your way over next to Rich, who is helping here. So, yeah, I got a little drawing to keep myself in check. Leave me alone. All right. So now you're done. Angus, your turn.
Say a little prayer that these dice do their job this time. I'm using one of my hero points.
All right.
Oh my gosh. I'm fixing to just drop my weapon and then go to my blacksmith shop and start making weapons. Because I'm contributing nothing.
Angus just drops his stuff, turns around, and says, "I'm done. I'm going home."
That was out of character.
I know,
Oh,
but that's funny as shit.
That's out of character, but might be the best thing I can do. Oh.
So Angus,
Just okay. I'll let y'all know what happened.
So Angus misses.
No. This is how bad I miss.
Net one.
Oh
The
God.
first row, I wrote a 9.
Okay.
I used the hero point.
All
Wrote
right.
a freaking 3.
All right. So Angus completely misses. He's so tired he barely lift up his hammer. Apparently. And Eric's turn. Come on, Eric, buddy. You can do it. Eric hits. Hopefully that breaks the tension. And a 6. He gets max damage. Poor guy. After he took a hell of a beating. Oko enraged. Or actually, no, he didn't get attacked or nothing last turn. He didn't attack nor get attacked, so he loses his rage. And he gets exhausted. And so now you guys see Oko come back to mentally normal. And because of that, he misses on his attack.
Ugh.
And now guards' turns.
Excuse me.
Tyler, you came into the fray. You entered here next to Rich, which means you're going to get half of his attacks. Well, half of the people that would attack him are now attacking you. And starting with Angus, he attacks, misses. This one hits with a 19.
Oh.
3 points of damage. And this one's going to attack you, Tyler. 19.
Gummit.
7 points of damage.
Glad I used that healing spell on myself.
Rich, this one attacks you, 19. 6 points of damage.
With those dice and dice jail, they're rolling too good now.
And this kobold's gonna attack Eric. Misses. This guard's gonna attack Oko. 13 misses. This guard is going to attack Angus and he misses.
I'm just saying, had I not healed myself after that attack, I would have been at 8 HP.
I warned y'all! Shit's getting serious!
But
All right.
luckily, I was smart enough to do that. So I'm at 30.
Back to the top of the order. Rich, your go.
Okay, is Oko raged again since he got attacked?
Nope.
Okay, who is the most hurt soldier we got?
Like on your team or on the opposing team?
On the opposing team.
The Cobalt that Erich is fighting.
Don't trust myself. That's too high of a roll. Who's the most hurt soldier we've got?
The one that Oko was fighting.
I'm attacking him.
Okay.
I rolled a freaking 6. Okay, bonus action.
You mean
I
your
rolled a freaking 3.
it's your second action?
Yeah.
3.
I'm using 1 hero point now.
Alright, use your hero
Use
point.
hero point. 17.
17 hits! Everybody clap.
Hang on. I got you.
Went off of my notebook, but I'm counting it.
Okay.
6 damage.
6. Okay. Now, I'm going to remind you that you have your ring that gives you a free action once per day. You have your action surge
And the action surge.
to forego movement. You can use that one every turn.
Forgo more.
Yeah, forego movement.
Forgo more.
I'm trying to
And
only use that when I'm absolutely desperate, and we're getting there.
oh, hey, are you
What?
fighting with one weapon, or do you got one in each hand?
Dual wielding.
Well, it says here that if you go down, since you have the choice to dual wield or not, if you go down to one hand weapon, nothing in the other, you gain +2 to damage rolls. And then you could just forego your movement every turn to get your extra action. Just a little help from the DM here.
That is that like a new thing for my level, or has it always been that way?
I think it's always been that way, according to this
Imagine,
paper.
imagine just no
That would
telling
have
him.
come in handy a long time ago.
I think I told you.
No.
I sent you a picture of this. I know I did. And it was one of the first things I've written.
Okay. Well, I know that now.
All right. So, uh, you done with your turn, or do you choosing to do your extra action or what?
I'm done with my turn right now.
Okay, we go to Tyler.
I'm attacking whatever's closest.
You walked up on these two guards right here, so shoot.
That's 11 plus 5, 16.
Hits.
First D6 is a 6 plus 2, so 8. Then 4 and 5, so 9 plus 8, 17.
Alright, good chunk of damage to that guy. Now it's Angus's turn.
Hang on. I'm warming up the dice. Maybe they're cold and
You whispering sweet nothings in their ears too?
whispering sweet nothings, giving it a bear hug.
He's giving it the careless whisper.
I just threw it across the room, literally.
Oh god. Alright, well, Angus missed.
What was it?
9?
You rolling a lot of 9s today.
We've rolled a lot of 9s the past 2 sessions.
That's true.
Yeah.
Alright, anyway, Erich's turn. Come on, Erich. Come on, buddy. Erich hits! Erich rolls 5 damage. Okay. Oko's turn. Oko is exhausted, so he has a disadvantage. He still hits.
All right, just to interrupt for a brief moment, I went and picked up the dice that I threw across the room. And just for kicks and giggles, I rolled a 14.
You have to start.
Before we started, I rolled like 5d20, and they was all like 2s and 3s, and I finally picked up the last one right before we started. Rolled a 17. Like, yep, that's the one.
Alright, so Oko went. Now it's the guards' turns. Who's ready?
Not me.
Alright, these one goes for Angus. Miss.
He's hitting me at an ungodly rate.
14 misses Angus. 1 misses Tyler. 10 misses Rich. 18 does not miss Erich, I don't think. Nope, not at all.
That one is a crit fail on that one, right?
They get a plus to shit, so it's like a dirty. But then again, nat 1's nat 1. So, this guy, we're gonna say he cuts himself, takes 3 points of damage. And that guy hit Erich for 6 points of damage. Erich is not looking good. This guard is going to attack Oko. Miss. And miss. Because Oko has a high AC as well. Alright. Rich.
Okay, I'm attacking the same guard I was attacking.
Okay.
At 20.
Alright. Full damage times 2. What is it?
Full damage times 2, 16.
How do you kill him?
Both swords right through his gut.
You step in front of Oko, you kill the guard in front of him by stabbing the swords through his guts, entrails fall out, everything, it's nasty. You pull it out, you look over, you now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 enemies left, and you have another action.
I'm going to attack that soldier that's attacking me, the other one that's been attacking me and Tyler.
Okay.
One of them, anyway.
Shoot.
11, that just hits, don't it?
Yep.
It's half damage.
Half a 6, so 3.
3, yeah.
Alright. And
I think I'm going to use my other hero point.
your last hero point. Dun dun dun.
Yeah, to attack again.
Okay.
13.
13 hits.
6 damage.
Alright. And do you want to use your action ring or anything else?
Not right now.
Alright, so now we go to Tyler.
So that one that rolled the nat 1, did he like crit fail and like faceplant or anything?
He cut himself, so he's a little off kilter.
Okay, well I'm gonna take a cut at him.
Alright. Do it with advantage.
Well, my first roll was a nat 20, so
How'd you kill him?
I cut his head off.
Alright, you guys witness as Horcrux cuts the head off of the guard that came over, or that came over earlier, and then he came up. Angus.
Oh. Oh, gosh. Hang on. I wrote an 11.
11 hits right on.
Oh,
Hit!
thank God. Thank God. All right, using the Warhammer, so for a total damage of, I believe that would be, what, 4? I think. Let me look.
You rolled
Yeah.
an 8.
No, I wrote a 1.
So 4.
So 1 and 3 is 4, so yeah, 4.
Well, it's half that, so 2.
All right. And Erich is going to try to finish this kobold. Hits. And Erich kills that kobold. Takes his knife, guts him, licks it, because he's a savage. And Oko hits, even with disadvantage. Lucky bastard. Those are some good dice. And does 10 points of damage. Alright. Guards' turns. Starting with the one that's been attacking Angus. Miss. Angus again. Miss. This one is going to attack Tyler this turn. Miss. This one left. The only one left. And he's going after Rich. Miss.
Just imagine that one hit.
Imagine that that's the same dice that was hitting like 19s every other. Alright. And Rich, your turn.
For my first action, I'm looking around for a German Shepherd for Angus.
What?
Anyway. I'm going to attack the soldier I was attacking.
Like a squirrel moment. What the heck?
Okay. Alright. Attack.
I missed. Second action, I'm going to try to attack again.
Okay.
Ouch. That one.
3 points of damage to yourself. And you done?
That's going to end my turn.
And Tyler.
I'm going after the one that tried to attack me.
Okay.
Well, there's only one left, right?
No, there's 1, 2, 3, 4
Okay.
left.
Okay.
12 plus 5, 17.
17 hits.
That's first part is 1d6 plus 2, and I rolled a 6, so there's 8 there. 6. And another 6. I rolled 3 straight 6s. So that's 8 plus 12, 20.
Alright.
I feel foolish.
What up?
This whole time I've been rolling, I have forgot to add my initiative and all this crap.
Not you forgetting to add your hit DCs.
Yeah. Yeah. I know now. Oh, remember now.
I'm just lucky my flame tongue has a plus 5 hit DC.
Yeah, he gets lucky. All right. So Tyler just went. Angus, your turn.
That don't help. That don't help at all. My gosh, I'm rolling horrible today. I rolled a 3 on the dice with the added help that comes to a 9. Another 9.
You know what this is almost as bad as? Me calling out 3 straight nat 1s for Rich.
Right. So, moving on. Angus missed. Erich's turn. Erich hits. 6. Oko's turn. Even with disadvantage, dude keeps hitting. Alright. Guards turns again. This one's going after Angus. 15. Miss.
No. Yeah, it is.
19, Tyler.
Dadgummit. You don't like me, I'm convinced.
I'm rolling, bro. 7.
Well, to be honest, no, we really don't like you that much.
Oh, I love Tyler. You be nice.
Well, I'm Josh, and I'm playing.
I love all you guys, even if you get on my nerves sometimes. Love you. All right, Rich.
I hate it.
13, Rich.
No.
No. Let's see, Rich. Oh, Oko. 17, Oak. 17's right on. He's taken 4 points of damage. All right. And Rich, your turn.
Okay, I'm gonna try to attack the one I've been attacking.
Okay.
15.
15 hits.
4 damage.
Okay.
For my bonus action, I'm gonna try to attack him again.
You mean your second attack?
14.
Yep.
8.
8?
Yep.
How do you kill him?
Off with his head.
You guys watch as the one that is squared up with Rich, he kills. And then closest to him would be the one attacking Tyler.
2 guards' heads are just rolling around freely.
Right? And Tyler, your turn.
I'm gonna attack the one I was attacking that I took a chunk out of.
Okay.
That's a 9 plus 5, so 14.
How you kill him?
Stab him straight through the chest. Don't need a third head rolling around freely.
Why not?
Because eventually somebody's gonna trip over it.
Yeah, it'll be me.
Head games.
All right. Angus.
Do I have to? I have to.
He gave himself the clap.
I gave myself a clap because
Hey, yo, hey.
a total of 18.
Colton, phrasing.
No pause. 18 hits.
Max damage, I rolled an 8 plus 3. 8 and 3 is 11.
11. Good job. You're so lucky this dude's missed you every turn too. And Erich is go. Erich is gonna come over and he's gonna help you, Angus, because you and him are good friends, he thinks. 18 hits. 6 damage. Hey, Angus, guess what his damage is?
9?
9? And Let's see. Oko's turn. Come on, Oak. Can you get disadvantage hit 2 in a row? Or 3 in a row? Too bad he couldn't take the second one, but he did hit. 7. Alright. The guards that are left's turn, which is only 2 of them. One's gonna attack you, Angus. 13 misses. And the other one's gonna attack Oko and misses. Rich, your turn.
Is there one that's weaker than the other one?
The one in front of Oko is weaker.
I'm gonna fight the one in front of Oko and attack it.
Alright.
Rolled a 4 for that one. My second attack, I'm gonna try. I only rolled an 8. I must be tired. I guessed again.
Alright, you missed. Tyler, your turn. You see the one in front of Angus, you see one in front of Oko.
Okay, so I attack the one in front of Angus.
Alright.
Nat 20.
Tell me how you kill him.
Stab him through the chest.
Angus, Tyler, Horcrux comes over and he kills the one in front of you by stabbing him through his chest with a slamming scimitar. You can smell some burnt flesh. And Angus, your turn. There's one left. He's in front of Oko.
All right. Thank you, Jesus. I wrote a 19.
How do you kill him?
Bash his head.
That was just a hit, the one.
He runs over and he clobbers the one in front of Oko, and you guys now have no enemies in front of you. You look around. You see that the war looks pretty much over around you. Some people are celebrating already. There's 4 nightmen that are being surrounded in front of the town hall.
Or 9.
Before we go anywhere,
King's
I'm
Knight.
gonna ask if a kind tiefling might want to heal me.
Yeah, I'll use a first level spell on him. 1d8 plus 3. I rolled an 8, so he gets 11.
11, and make sure you mark that off.
It says 1 first level spell gone.
And Erich is gonna ask
Put me
you the
back up
same.
to 28.
Erich walks over. Hey man, I just seen you kind of help that guy out. Would you would you mind giving boy a hand? And I mean not a hand like, wait, come on.
Yeah, I'll use another first level, so that's 2 down.
All right,
He gets 6 plus 3, so 9.
9.
So I've got 2 first
Eric
levels
reminds me of
down, and
Beetlejuice when he's tough.
I've got 2 first levels down and 1 third level down.
That doesn't even bring him up to, or no, it brings him a little over half. Okay, he's good. And do. What's your guys' actions now?
Well, those
You said
forts
there was
king,
like 4.
There's the Angus. Go ahead. The 4
the
King's
4
Knights
kingsmen
that are being
that we got
surrounded.
surrounded. Yeah.
All right.
I'm walking over. I'm gonna walk over to them, pull out that sword that I confiscated. Go up to who I assume is the boss leader, or the one that looks like he's in charge of the 4. Point the sword at his throat and ask where the king is.
Did you guys all follow him?
Yep.
Yeah, I will.
All right. So everyone walks with Angus, over to these nightmen. You see that one of them has a little bit more uh, fancy armor. You point the big sword at him that has the dwarven name of war carved into its his hilt, I believe it's called, its handle. and you pointed at him. Where's the king? He says, well, not here, of course. You think the king would come and fight you peasants?
I apply pressure to the throat.
You apply pressure. Roll me a d20.
15.
15 plus 4, so 19.
19.
And then, let's see, he got a 6, so he definitely took some damage. He takes 3. Alright. The man starts kind of whimpering. He's like, my nipples and now my throat!
Ask you again. Where is the king?
In Neverwinter.
Are the other guards like in shackles?
No, everyone was free. They were just being surrounded.
All right. Well, I got my information. I killed him. I just,
So
I just.
Aww.
you start combat.
Aww.
Yeah.
You already have it to his throat. Roll me a d20 again.
Aww.
19.
All right, and ladies and gentlemen, Angus, in his frustration, shoves his sword through the neck of Burnt Nipples.
Aww.
He gurgles. This has been a horrible year, and he falls over.
Aww.
I'm gonna look at the other three and say, you want to abandon the king, or you want to end up the same way?
For my king and my country!
Kill him.
And the whole town, including an old man with 2 swords, who screams, I hate humans! And they all dive in and attack these 3 knights, leaving not a one of them alive. And the war between Never and Pandolin is officially, at least for now, over.
We survived.
Barely.
Well, well, with that information, what time is it?
12:30.
12:30 basically.
24.
No, game time.
Oh.
In game.
Let's see, you guys woke up to a fight, and fight here, fight there, fight there. We're gonna say it's about noon, 1 o'clock.
I say, I look at the group. I can tell that we need to eat and we need to rest. I say we go back to my mom's, fix up some fiddles. Yeah, I said fiddles. And get a game plan as we rest and eat. Maybe
I
get like
agree.
maybe get like a half rest.
Alright, everyone is celebrating, and as you guys pass, everyone pats you, tells thank you, and everything happens that would normally happen after a big old war. You get over to here, and Rich, I need you to roll me a d20.
Like this. Oh God!
Mm.
What?
I rolled in that one.
Alright. The rest of you in this group walking, I need you to all roll d20s, and I'll ask you for them one by one. And hang on while I roll a couple things.
Oh, God.
Let's see, that's that. Need to roll this. Nope. Nope. Yep.
No.
11. 7. So, let's see. He rolled a dirty 20. So that's 14.
I'm sorry. Someone rolled a dirty 20. Huh?
What was their HP again? It was that. And then I need I need this card. Oop, that card.
I'm scared.
And
This is where he kills all of us off.
this card.
This is where we die.
Alright, Erich
But I have
failed.
a feeling Dan has something to do with this.
Erich failed. Oko failed. I'm missing the card. Whose card am I missing? Oh yeah, her card. Where is it? In here.
I don't like this game.
One second. I'm almost there. I'm almost
No, you
there.
stop it. You're trying to kill us.
Just continuing the story. Alright. So, Rich, you failed, and you take 4 points of damage as a cobalt lifts down his cloak of invisibility hood, shows his head,
Oh,
sticks his knife into your back, and
that could have been worse.
then you hear a familiar voice say, "Sleep," and Erich and Oko fall to the ground. Tyler, what was your D20?
17.
Angus, what was your D20?
18.
Okay. 1 second.
Did I go to sleep too, or just get stabbed?
You just got stabbed.
Okay.
You got shanked, mother lover.
And HP 78. And Cobalt. And oh yeah, forgot her. All right, boys. So you guys all stayed awake. You guys watched Erich and Oko fall. Rich, you got stabbed in the back. And as you turn around, there is a very hurt, leaned over Ross Dogmore, who then, with a nat 20, fires at you. Rich. Let me make sure this is the right spell. It's basically a freeze spell, but I think it's called Stone Skin. 1 second. Yeah, just because we don't have very much time, I'm gonna go ahead and say it's Stone Skin. If I'm wrong, people can roast me in the comments. Stone Skin, or no, time stop. And just on you though, because he's all powerful. So he freezes you, Rich. And let's see.
Is this like anything I can roll, like to break out of it or anything?
We'll get there. We'll get there. Don't you worry. As you guys turned around and Ross froze Rich, you see Renara. You see two kobolds, and then you see a floating head of a kobold with the knife and his arm sticking out of a invisibility cloak. You then see Medusa all standing there. Ross, hurt, says, I told you guys. I gave you guys everything that I could give you. I offered it all. And you still thought that you could get away with turning your backs on me. You guys are gonna be good guys? Well, I'm a bad guy. And bad guys always win.
So, do we have a chance to make any responses to anybody?
You can answer right now.
I wasn't gonna answer him. I was gonna look at the cobalt that has my cloak and be like, "How much I gotta pay you to have that back?"
Your cloak. It's funny.
Well, I was the one that lost it.
All right, we're gonna start. Everyone, roll for initiative.
13.
What'd you say, Tyler?
13.
Angus?
Odd enough, 13.
I hope you get better rolls throughout this. Oko.
I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I only have like half health right now.
2.
I've
And
got a little over half health.
as you guys have learned, how I like to do it is I like to let you guys go, and then I like to let all the enemies go. So it helps me. I don't know if it helps anyone else, but it helps me. And first to go is Oko, who's gonna try to wake up. 19. Oko stands straight up and looks at you guys. Rage! And he is now raged.
Great.
And
What can he not? I don't believe he can.
he can.
Okay, I mean I didn't know if he had full rest and all that.
No, the only problem is that every time he rage, he gets another level of exhaustion. So
Okay,
after this rage, he would be 2 levels of exhausted if it goes away,
okay.
or when it goes away. Um, let's see. So Oko is now raged. She's awake. Horcrux. You and Angus both got 13. I rolled. You won the roll off. You get to go next.
Oh, we're attacking them? Oh.
You can choose to do anything. It's just in a turn-based format, so I make sure everyone gets a chance.
I asked Dogmore about the princess if she was actually alive or dead.
The princess is where I put her, and by now, probably dead.
Can I have a hint?
You won't need a hint. You'll be dead soon.
But I don't want to die.
As long as you don't die by my hand, it's not my problem.
Oh, so you still haven't figured out a loophole.
long as your mother's alive, I cannot put a hand on you.
Like I said, you haven't figured out the loophole yet. Because you haven't figured out how to handle that, huh?
Well, that's why I brought Medusa and Renara, and one of them is gonna walk away with your head!
Unless I make Medusa fall in love with me.
Did you say that out loud?
Yeah. Yes, I did.
That's a way to get a woman. Good job. Good job. Proud of you. All right.
Confident.
We'll see how that turns out on Medusa's turn. Angus! What's your choice to do?
I have no idea what I'm drawing a blank at the moment.
You can choose to pass your turn.
I'm going to ask Mr. Dogmore, what does he? I mean, I was having to reply to a message, so fog brain right now. Yeah, I'm going to pass my turn for right now.
Okay. We then move on to Erich and Rich got the same. I'm gonna let Rich go first.
I have to roll to see if time starts back or not.
If you can break from his spell.
Yeah.
You
Roll to
can.
12.
You cannot. Concentration has to be broken in order for the spell to drop.
Okay.
But you can talk. Or do you choose to pass?
Oh, I can talk?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I say, where's mom?
What does it matter?
Because I want to find the one parent I actually give a shit about.
She should be wherever she ran off to be. She's least of my problems. All I have to do is kill you and make my way to the mountain and take my power before.
A little weak there, Dad.
This damn sword, who knew my own flesh and blood would be? The thing causing me so much pain. The rest of your friends can go. I just want you.
That's ironic coming from someone who killed his own had his own daughter killed.
You just hear me in the background. I want my invisibility cloak.
The cobalt puts it over his head and pulls his hand back in. He goes invisible.
Whack. I was gonna pay you for it.
Okay, so you said my friends can go. All you want is me.
All I want is the power that's rightfully mine.
Guys, this isn't your fight. Leave me here.
We'll see how they answer to that on their turns. I'm gonna go ahead and go.
I'm done. Yeah.
I'm gonna go to Erich, who stays
Probably
asleep.
gonna.
And now Medusa steps forward.
How you doing?
She looks at you and she says, "You're such a pathetic excuse for a living creature."
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Oh, and good luck
Mhm.
making that fall in love with you.
Says
So
the
you're
one whose
telling me
boyfriend
there's
is.
a chance?
Says the one whose boyfriend is dead at my hand, right? Huh?
I need you to make a DC saving throw. Constitution.
Constitution saving throw. Okay. 18 plus 3, so 21.
You lucky. You feel like you were about to be turned to stone, and you resisted.
Nice try.
She laughs. She says, maybe you're stronger than you look.
What, do you find power attractive? Is that why you're running around with Rich? With Dogmore?
Ross has offered me all the things that I deserve.
Yeah, till he kills you off because he doesn't need you anymore.
Foolish that you would think that he wouldn't need me.
Foolish that you would think that he needs you.
Oh, he needs me.
The only reason he needs you and Renara is because he can't kill me so long as my mother's alive. And once that's done, and he tries to quote unquote take over, you'll be the least of his worries, and he'd kill you off without a second thought.
Roll me a d20 with persuasion.
With persuasion? Okay. It's 15 plus 1.
16.
Mm-hmm.
And her DC is... She looks at you, and she kind of stalls for a minute.
Now, I want you to keep one thing in mind. I'm the only one here that's looking you dead in your eyes right now.
She pauses. She turns. She says, "Is this true, Ross?" Ross says, "You foolish, foolish woman! You're gonna listen to these peasants, these." She says, "Enough, Ross. Look me in the eyes and tell me the truth." Ross looks her in the eyes. And Ross turns to stone. Renara attacks Medusa.
Excuse me.
Well, this just got interesting.
Yes, it did.
Let's see. Here we go. Banishment. And DC. And you guys watch as Medusa disappears after Renara casts banishment. And she's gone.
Weak.
And one of the kobolds is going to attack you, Tyler. 19.
Damn it!
5.
Hey. I don't like it here.
And this one is going to attack Angus. 5 misses.
Oh, so I'm free now, ain't I?
Yep. Medusa has been banished. We don't know where she is. Renara just went, so she don't get a turn this time. Ross stays in stone and takes. Let's see. If fails, the creature is instantly petrified. Otherwise, creature. The strained creature must repeat a saving throw at the end of its next turn, becoming petrified on a failure or ending the effect on a success. The petrification lasts until the creature is freed by the greater restoration spell. Oh, guess what, guys? Ross is now a statue until somebody casts a spell to get him out.
Unless said statue gets broken before that happens.
Shut up, you're taking my idea away from me.
Read my mind.
And
I had the same idea.
quit metagaming. Okay. And now.
No, we're not. We're all standing there together.
I guess that's true. That's true.
That's true.
That's true. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. And it's Oko's turn. Oko's in a rage. Let's see, how many of them are you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 things. So I need to roll one of these. Who's Oko gonna see? 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He hits this Cobalt. And 19 hits. 5 plus 4 for 9 damage.
I say out loud, keep in mind there's an invisible cobalt right now.
Or sorry, 5 plus 6. So 11 damage. Alright. And why'd you have to bring that up?
I remember things.
It's Horcrux's turn.
So I immediately try and attack the statue.
Let's see. It's doable. So now roll a d20 on stone, which I believe is pretty easy to hit. Yep, okay. Roll a d20.
So just a normal d20 with my hit DC?
Yeah.
It's a 16 plus a 5 with my flame tongue, so that's 21.
You definitely hit the stone. What's it gonna do, though? Go roll your damage.
So the first... It doesn't have any burn damage, does it? Since it's stone?
Nope.
Okay. So it's 1d6 plus 2, and I rolled a 6, so 8.
Let's see. This can only be destroyed by magic. So you bounce that off. It comes right back at you, and you need to make a DC saving throw to see if you can avoid your own blade.
Oof.
DC saving throw. On what? Constitution?
Dexterity.
Or Dex? Okay. 14 plus 2. 16.
He barely. You guys watch as Horcrux takes this big mighty charge at this statue. It hits the statue, bounce off, it comes back at him. He rarely avoids it, gets out of the way, and takes a moment and turns around, back's ready for combat. And Angus.
Well, I still have my battle hammer in hand. How close am I to the statue?
You're within 10 feet.
So, can I say the hint that we just caught you giving?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, he said the statue can only be destroyed by magic.
You have a whole spell book full of.
I know I'm fixing to look at. All right, well, Probably not a good idea to open up my book in battle, man. Man, I'm sitting there like a
We're just
bookworm.
sitting here talking.
All right, well, I'm going to hit one of the enemies.
Alright, one has been damaged by Oko, and the other one is the one that went after Tyler.
Well, with my luck with Rose today, it might be best if I go still hanging out with Oko and just, milk off his success because I'm doing horrible today.
Hey, no one's died, so that's a plus. And somehow Tyler convinced Medusa to help him. So that was
We have not died yet.
yeah, that's the big one.
I rolled a 12. 12 plus 6,
Hits.
18.
Hits.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I got a little bit cocky.
For a total damage of 6.
Alright. And now it's Rich's turn.
I want to use my first action to talk to Renora. I want to ask her, why did you betray us? Why did you turn on us?
She says that this was her goal all along. That I am the true heir to the power of the dragons.
Do you really think my dad's going to let you have that power? He wants to be the absolute most powerful being in the world. And if you stand in his way, what do you think is going to happen?
I won't stand in his way, darling. I'm going to stand with him, hand in hand, as queen.
You got a new mommy.
You really think Ross Dogmore is going to allow you to share his glory, as selfish as he is?
He already bared me the one successor to all of his fame. And she puts a hand on her belly.
You're telling me I'm going to have a brother or a sister?
You won't have nothing, you disgraceful, impotent. And she gets cut off as you have to make a DC saving throw, Rich.
Give me just a second.
That's a long second.
I'm sorry, what was that last thing you said?
I need you to make a DC saving throw.
16.
With a 16, you, for an instant, feel like something's about to happen. And you're able to step to the side as a kobold hand with a knife comes out of nowhere and tries to stab you, and then disappears. And Renara laughs.
Okay. I'm guessing that took all of my actions, didn't it?
Yep.
That whole back and forth?
Yep.
Okay, I guess that's going to end my turn.
Alright. Erich is going to try to wake up again. It fails. Oh, Forge. Alright, Ross is screwed somehow. This kobold's gonna try to attack Tyler. 14 misses.
Thank God.
This one's gonna try to attack Angus. 4 misses. Renara is gonna try to attack Rich. I need you to make. Or no, she makes the. Okay, 19 hits, Rich.
Oh, jeez.
And
Dang it.
then got it. 11 plus 7. So now Flame Strike, which is 3d6.
Oh, heavens to Betsy.
11 points of damage.
All right.
You okay over there?
No, no, he's not.
I'm down to 13.
Oh,
Okay.
you're still good.
And then
Just the blistering.
go to top of the order. Oko, who's going to attack. Nat 20. You watch Oko just massacre that cobalt in front of you, Angus. And he turns and he goes after Renara. And Oko is now going after Renara. You guys have gotten lucky with that. I really thought that was going to be more of a problem. Tyler, your turn.
Okay.
Or actually, you said you had to stop at 1.
Yeah.
All right, we should call it here.
Okay. That works because I had no idea what I was about to do. I was
All right,
looking at spell.
ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this episode of D&D Fatopia. We left off in the middle of fighting one of the biggest battles, and somehow the team took Ross right out of the equation right off the bat. So if you guys want to see what happens on the next episode, make sure you tune in, and we will see you guys on the next one.